Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I'm very pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey.
Okay, let's dive into what is truly an essential competency for any modern hospitality leader. We're going to be talking about procurement, and more specifically, how AI is completely changing the way we handle it.
We're going to follow a really clear path today. We'll start by looking at the traditional challenges, the hidden risks. Then we'll move into the new world of AI analytics, break down the key metrics, and see how that leads to smarter sourcing. And finally, we'll talk about governance and what this all means for the future.
All right, so first, let's understand the system that AI is set to revolutionize. It's a system many of you might still see out in the field, one based on informal evaluations.
Think about it. For decades, supplier performance was judged, informally. It was all based on a manager's experience, their gut feeling, and maybe a few price checks here and there. And while those long-standing relationships are valuable, this approach often meant that some pretty serious performance issues could go completely unnoticed.
And this slide really shows the stark contrast, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got the traditional way. It's anecdotal, it relies on experience, and frankly, it leads to missed opportunities. On the other, the AI-driven approach is structured. It's based on hard evidence, and it provides strategic insights through continuous monitoring. It's a totally different ballgame.
So how exactly does AI give us this new level of clarity? How does it build this complete, holistic picture of performance? Let's take a look.
At its core is something we call AI-enabled procurement analytics. Now, this isn't just about analyzing things faster. It's about a fundamentally deeper and, more importantly, a more connected understanding of your entire supply chain, from the supplier all the way to the guest.
And this process, it's brilliant in its simplicity. It starts by integrating all the data, pricing, delivery info, invoices, you name it. Then it evaluates issues holistically. So a late delivery isn't just a late delivery. The AI analyzes its real impact on your inventory, your menu, and even your food waste. From there, it identifies patterns over time and finally gives you clear, actionable insights. It transforms raw data into strategic action.
Okay, so let's break down the specific dimensions AI evaluates. We're moving away from anecdotes and replacing them with hard, measurable data.
The very first, and you could argue the most important, metric is reliability. Because really, what good is a supplier if you can't count on them? It's the absolute foundation of a stable, successful operation.
And AI tracks these things relentlessly. We're talking about on-time delivery rates, order accuracy, did you get the right items in the right quantities, and fulfillment consistency. You see, a busy manager might miss a slip-up here and there, but the AI identifies the patterns that a person just might not catch.
And here, you can just see the power of this objective, evidence-based assessment. A manager might think an 85% on-time rate is pretty good. But with AI analytics, you have the data to drive that performance up to 98%. That's a huge improvement, and it's driven by real data.
Next up, AI brings total transparency to pricing, which, as you know, is absolutely crucial for cost control. It systematically monitors prices to catch any fluctuations, any deviations from your contracts, or any strange invoice discrepancies. And finally, the evaluation goes beyond just punctuality. It extends to the actual quality of the goods when they arrive. The system tracks feedback from your receiving teams to identify any issues, so you have a clear record of quality over time.
So now we have all this incredible data. The big question is, how do we use it? How do we move from just reacting to problems to building a proactive long-term strategy?
This is where AI truly elevates procurement from a daily task to a core strategic function. You can objectively compare suppliers across the board, not just on price. You can model different scenarios, and you can align your purchasing with demand forecasts to seriously reduce waste.
Think about that for a second. What if you could test your strategies virtually before implementing them in the real world? This is the power of scenario planning. You can model the impact of switching suppliers before you ever make the call, giving you incredible leverage.
Now, of course, an advanced tool like this requires a strong foundation and, just as importantly, a forward-thinking mindset. AI is not a replacement for human leadership.
See, AI is a powerful partner, but its insights are only as good as the data and the processes that we manage. You have to have accurate data, clear contracts, consistent processes, and critically, the professional judgment to interpret what the analytics are telling you.
And this is a quote to remember. AI enhances visibility and insight, but does not replace relationship management or professional judgment. We always have to interpret the data within the broader context of our strategic partnerships.
And looking ahead, the focus is expanding. AI can now track a supplier's compliance with sustainability standards and responsible sourcing practices. This really aligns your purchasing with your organization's values, a growing focus in your sustainability curriculum right here at Europe Hotel School.
So, what's the big takeaway? It's this. AI provides control, transparency, and strategic leverage. By applying these tools, your purchasing decisions become more informed, more consistent, and much more aligned with your hotel's long-term success.
The data provides the insights, but it's up to people to use them. So as you continue your studies and prepare to enter the industry, this is the key question for you to answer as a future hospitality leader. How will you use these insights to build stronger, more strategic partnerships? We look forward to supporting your professional growth.